Here's a Reekin Havoc power play.
The Havoc announced the signing of forward Cam Cook during this past weekend's homestand with Roanoke. Cook comes from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and spent his collegiate career at Niagara University before his professional career, which included stops in the SPHL and ECHL. Speaking of this past weekend, it ended up as a split. Friday's game started out with former Havoc team member David Novotny drawing first blood for the Rail Yard Dogs, 8:18 into the game, and another score by the visitors at 12:34. Austin Alger, Cole Golka, and Ben Schultheis teamed up for a second period power play goal at 8:34. Then just under a minute later, Josh Kessner, Lincoln Earn, and Dawson Sherino evened the score. A minute 41 into frame number 3 saw a second goal by Kessner with Charlie Risk and Jack Yannick on the assist. Roanoke slipped a third goal in on the power play at 4:05, but Kessner came back for the hat trick at 10:04 with a hand from Sherino and Yannick. Cole Reginato, Phil Elgstam, and Schultheis got together on the power play at 13:18 for the final 5-3 victory. The visitors racked up 51 penalty minutes to Huntsville's 47. Kessner, Alger, and Reginato were the three stars of the game. Brian Wilson stopped 25 of 28 shots on goal. The Havoc took 45 in all. Saturday night saw a slow start for both teams. No scoring came in the opening period, and Roanoke only found the net once in the second. 3 goals came in the second half of the third period, starting at 12:32 by the Rail Yard Dogs, followed by Huntsville's only one on the power play by Sherino at 13:44, and the final one by Roanoke at 19:22 for the 3-1 win. The good guys took 35 shots on goal to the Dogs' 31, 28 of which Wilson rejected. The Havoc was hit for 23 penalty minutes to Roanoke's 31. Sherino was the second star of the game.
The Reekin Havoc podcast.
Time now for the Huntsville Havoc Pick of the Pack, a weekly spotlight.
Head coach Stuart Steffen.
Number 71, Charlie Risk. Had him at the beginning of the year, decided to go over to Europe, and then towards the end of his season over there, I don't think they were going to make playoffs. He decided to come back. Glad to have him back. He's a puck-moving defenseman, kind of helps us really break the puck out of our own zone. And he's a guy that's definitely not afraid to get in there for his teammates and, plays a hard physical game and can contribute on the offensive side of the puck as well. So it's been good having him back. Great guy in the locker room, definitely lifts the mood of the guys. Just always in a good mood, always joking around. Definitely nice to have him back. And, he's kind of running our power play unit there as well. So, definitely adds that offensive side of the game, which kind of we were lacking there. So it was good to get him back.
The Reekin Havoc podcast will be right back.
There's always something fresh pouring at Das Stall Beer House in Huntsville. Our taproom's curated draft list spans everything from local favorites to at least 3 authentic German imports at all times. Our bottle shop features a massive collection of over 450 craft beverages, as well as gluten-free and non-alcoholic treats. Check out the coffee house for a fresh breakfast, midday meal, or family dinner. Das Stall Beer House, 7914 South Parkway in Huntsville, open 7 days a week. Das Stall Beer House, the official away watch party spot for the Huntsville Havoc.
If you'd like to find the way to a healthier, more flexible you, look no further than Stretch Zone, practitioner-assisted stretching to help you achieve your wellness goals. The Stretch Zone method will help you gently and gradually increase your active range of motion with an approach tailored specifically to your needs. From basic back stretching exercises to sciatic nerve stretches, give them a try with a free 30-minute session. Stretch Zone, locations in Athens, Madison, Huntsville, Decatur, and Rogersville. Visit them on Facebook or online at stretchzone.com.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair.
This is Craig Bushy, and you're listening to the Reekin Havoc podcast.
Austin Alger and Josh Kessner are now tied for the team lead in points with 45 apiece. Alger has the edge in goals with 23, while Kessner has a 25-22 advantage in assists. Brian Wilson is second in the SPHL in wins with 20 and is in a 3-way tie for second in shutouts with 4. The Havoc sit in 5th place in the standings with their 60 points, behind Pensacola, Evansville, Roanoke, and Peoria, all of whom have clinched playoff berths. This weekend marks the last 2 home games of the regular season in Huntsville, Friday's Trash Pandas night and Saturday's Military night, both against Birmingham. Another road game comes on Sunday afternoon at Macon. Join us for our next Reekin Havoc live episode at Dostal Beer House on April 1st. All Havoc tickets are digital and can be accessed through a mobile device. Go online to huntsvillehavoc.com and under the Tickets tab, click on Mobile Ticketing. Keep in mind, too, that the VBC is a cashless venue. Concession stands or bars will not accept cash. Be aware of the VBC's clear bag only policy for Havoc games. This includes no clutch purses, fanny packs, and diaper bags. Exceptions to the policy will be made for all medically necessary items after proper inspection. For more information, plus a list of prohibited items, go to huntsvillehavoc.com and under the Fan Zone tab, click Security. Remember, if you're a season ticket holder, doors will open at 5:30 p.m. and remain open until puck drop. You can enter through the doors in the hallway adjacent to the Havoc front office and VBC box office.
Got a question or idea for the Reekin Havoc podcast? Email us at reekinhavoc@outlook.com. That's REEKIN Havoc.com. You can also text us or leave a voicemail at 256-434-RKKN. That's 256-434-7556, or message us on Facebook or Instagram.
My name is Joel, and I came to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in December of 1987 to be treated for osteosarcoma, which is bone cancer. We didn't know anything about St. Jude. We didn't know what they meant, or that, when we got here, what we would do, how it would be taken care of. And when we arrived, we found out that my family wasn't going to have to pay for any of my treatment, not for my medicine, not for travel, not for housing, not for food. St. Jude was going to cover all that. St. Jude supported me in every way, from, taking that financial burden off my parents to making sure that all of my family was included in this time. St. Jude literally means everything to me. I get to go home to my family tonight. I get to cook dinner for them. That's what you're giving. You are giving us everything by supporting St. Jude, so thank you so much.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
For those returning from military service, the transition back to civilian life isn't always easy. Retired Marine Gunnery Sergeant Bill Cook talks about still serving veterans.
The mission of still serving veterans is to serve and honor veterans and their families by empowering them to build meaningful lives. And we do that through connecting to fulfilling careers, getting the benefits they deserve, or the services that they need. We have never charged anybody anything for our services. A group of business leaders in town felt there was a need to help the seriously wounded make that transition back into civilian life. Employment services, VA benefits, and connections to other community services. That's what we do. If you're a veteran and you need help, please get a hold of us. Go to that website, ssv.org, and you can find out pretty much anything you need to know about still serving veterans.
In Huntsville, call 256-883-7035. For tickets, official Huntsville Havoc merchandise, and more, go to huntsvillehavoc.com. Visit our website at reekinhavoc.com. Look for us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads. And listen, follow, and subscribe to the Reekin Havoc podcast on your favorite platform to keep up with the only weekly podcast covering the Huntsville Havoc, the Reekin Havoc podcast.